Magandang buhay mga bata! Tara, samahan ninyo akong matuto kasama si
Teacher Aika, your online teacher. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and hit the notification bell for more videos. Thank you! Matatag Curriculum, English Grade 4, Quarter 3, Lesson 3. Our topic for today is about The Lion and the Mouse by Aesop. This is Teacher Aika, your online teacher. Let's start! Learning competencies and objectives. Number 1, use tone and mood appropriately for one's purpose, context, and target audience. Informal. Number 2, express ideas appropriately, age appropriate, gender responsive, culture sensitive for one's purpose, context, and target audience. Number 3, use appropriate nonverbal cues for clarity of context, purpose, and meaning. Content. First, The Lion and the Mouse by Aesop. Second, description of informal tone in narrative text. Third, functions of tone and mood for a narrative's purpose, context, and target audience. And last, narrative text types. Day 1. Let us have first the example of a friendly letter. Date, July 3, 2020. Greeting, Dear Aunt Mina. Body, Hi, how are you? I had so much fun visiting you. My favorite part was our picnic at the park. We saw beautiful flowers and a rainbow. I cannot wait to come back and visit. Closing, Love. Name or signature, Sana. This time, label the letter shown below with its corresponding parts. Here are the choices: signature, heading or date, body, greeting, and closing. Now, let's try to label this letter. February 27, 2024 is the... Let's answer. February 27, 2024 is the heading. Dear Gwen is the greeting part. I had the most amazing dream last night. I dreamed that we were traveling to Bicol and we saw the beautiful Mount Mayon. I had a perfectly shaped cone that peeked behind a cloud. Then, all of a sudden, it turned into chocolate and we started climbing it and biting off large chocolate chunks of it. I know my dream is so silly. I probably just missed having you around so much. Do write soon. This part is the body of the letter. Your best friend is the closing and Kate is the signature. Let's have fun sorting different types of texts and uncovering their tone, mood, purpose, context, and audience. Get ready to be text detectives. Let's explore four text types together. We'll use colorful cards and paper strips to create cool word clouds full of exciting words for each type. Here are the words and their meanings that you can study. Narrative. Narrative tells a story and typically includes characters, setting, and plot. Enumeration. Enumeration presents information in a list or series of items. Chronology. Chronology organizes information in chronological order or sequence. Procedural. Procedural provides step-by-step instructions or directions. Now it's your turn. Team up with a partner and think of examples for each text type. Let's see how many ideas you can come up with. I'm showing you a vocabulary chart worksheet. Read the sentences in the chart and use the clues to fill in the words in the boxes. Here are examples with text types. Recipe, procedural. Essay or journal entry on how I spent my summer, it's narrative. Article on kinds of categories of dinosaurs, enumeration. And life cycle of a butterfly, chronology or chronological. Let's become text detectives. The teacher will give you a worksheet with 4 example texts. Team up with a partner, read each one quietly and figure out its purpose by picking the right answer. Can you crack the code? Let's start. Here's the first text. December 18, 2023. Dear Anne, last Saturday, I was playing in my backyard when I heard a faint meowing sound. Curious, I followed the sound and discovered a tiny fluffy kitten nestled among the flowers. Its big round eyes looked up at me with a mixture of fear and curiosity. Without thinking, I scooped the kitten into my arms and realized it was lost. Determined to help, I decided to ask my neighbors if they recognized the little fur ball. As I went door to door, I learned that the kitten belonged to Mrs. Lopez, who lived just around the corner. Mrs. Lopez was overjoyed to have her furry friend back, and I felt a warm sense of accomplishment for reuniting them. From that day on, whenever I hear a meow, I remember the day I found the lost kitten and helped bring it back home. I will end here now. I hope you enjoyed my story. Your friend, Maria. Question: what is the purpose of this letter? You may select from the choices provided. A. It tells a story. B. It lists down things. C. It sequences events. Or D. It shows steps in doing things. The correct answer is letter A. It tells a story. Second text, December 19, 2023. Dear Tina, you asked me what I did last summer. Let me answer you in this letter. On my perfect summer day, I wake up with a list of exciting things to do. First, I head to the kitchen for a delicious breakfast, pancakes with syrup and a glass of orange juice. After breakfast, I put on my favorite swimsuit and grab a beach towel. My list continues with a trip to the swimming pool, where I splash around with friends and play water games. Next, it's time for a tasty picnic in the park, complete with sandwiches, fresh fruits, and crunchy chips. The afternoon brings a visit to the library, where I pick out some new books to read. As the sun sets, I gather with my family for a backyard barbecue, enjoying grilled hot dogs and marshmallows over a crackling fire. Finally, I end my perfect day by stargazing with my telescope before drifting off to sleep, counting all the wonderful moments of my summer day. Love, Maria. Question: what is the purpose of this letter? You may select from the choices provided. A. It tells a story. B. It lists down things. C. It sequences events. Or D. It shows steps in doing things. The answer is letter B. It lists down things. Third text. December 19, 2023. Dear Miss Lopez, last Saturday, my family and I celebrated my birthday with a fun-filled day of activities. The morning began with the sweet aroma of pancakes as my mom prepared my favorite breakfast. After enjoying the delicious meal, we gathered in the living room for the gift opening ceremony, where I unwrapped surprises and felt the joy of each thoughtful present. Following that, we ventured to the park for an outdoor picnic, playing games and sharing laughter under the bright sun. In the afternoon, we returned home to bake a homemade chocolate cake together, carefully decorating it with colorful frosting and candles. As the day neared its end, my friends arrived for a birthday party filled with games, music, and of course, the eagerly awaited cake cutting ceremony. It was a day full of love, laughter, and memorable moments. Your beloved student, Maria. Question: what is the purpose of this letter? You may select from the choices provided. A. It tells a story. B. It lists down things. C. It sequences events. Or D. It shows steps in doing things. The correct answer is letter C. It sequences events. Fourth text. Making a paper airplane is a fun and easy activity that you can do with just a single sheet of paper. Follow these simple steps to create your paper airplane. Step 1. Start with a square sheet. Choose a square sheet of paper. If your paper is rectangular, fold one corner diagonally to create a square shape. Trim off the excess paper to make it a perfect square. Step 2. Fold in half. Take the square sheet and fold it in half, aligning the edges carefully. Make a crisp crease along the fold to secure the first step. Step 3. Fold the top corners. With the paper still folded in half, fold down the top corners to meet the center crease, forming a triangle shape at the top. Step 4. Create wings. Fold the entire top section down along the bottom edge, creating the wings of your airplane. Ensure that the edges are aligned for a symmetrical look. Step 5. Form the body. Flip the paper over and fold the two top edges towards the center, creating a triangular shape of the bottom or at the bottom. This will form the body of your paper airplane. Question: what is the purpose of this letter? You may select from the choices provided. A. It tells a story. B. It lists down things. C. It sequences events. Or D. It shows steps in doing things. The correct answer is letter D. It shows steps in doing things. Day 2. Lesson activity. Have you ever received help from someone you helped before? Today, we are going to read a famous fable by Aesop. A fable is a short story in which the characters are animals. It is meant to teach valuable life lessons. Let's have first some vocabulary words. Plead. To ask for something very urgently or beg. Give a good turn. To do something kind or helpful for someone. Knowing. To keep biting or chewing something. Debt. Something that you owe someone. Sparing one's life. To save someone's life or let them live. Let's dive into an exciting story. Imagine we're on an adventure together, discovering new worlds, meeting interesting characters, and solving mysteries. Ready to listen closely and see what happens next? Let's start reading the story about The Lion and the Mouse by Aesop. Years and years ago, once there was a lion sleeping in the forest under a big tree. A mouse, who lived in the forest too, started playing while moving up and down the lion's body. She also accidentally ran across the lion's nose once. This soon awakened the lion, and he held the little mouse in his paws. The mouse began to tremble as he knew that the lion was angry and could kill him right there. "Pardon, O king," pleaded the little mouse. "Forgive me this time. I shall never repeat it, and I shall never forget your kindness. Who knows, I may be able to give you a good turn one of these days." The lion was somehow in a good mood. Hence, he set the mouse free from his paws. Yet, he could not be more amused by the idea of how a tiny mouse could ever help the king of the jungle. After a few days, the mouse suddenly heard the roar of the lion. When she went to look at what's the matter, she found out that the lion was captured and trapped in a net by his prey. Seeing the lion in such a condition, she immediately started gnawing the ropes of the net until it freed the lion. The lion thanked the little mouse, but the mouse was happy that she could finally repay her debt for sparing her life once. Since then, the lion and mouse became good friends. After reading the story and taking note of the vocabulary words, what do you think the author intends the story to feel? Also, what do you think the readers should feel while reading the story? Tone is what the author intends the story to feel. Mood refers to how the readers feel while reading the story. Both are important in successfully conveying to the reader the character's emotions and experiences in a narrative. It is possible for a narrative to have a similar tone and mood. Questions. What is the tone of the story? Why do you think so? The answer. The tone of the story is hopeful and light-hearted. The lion is in a good mood when he decides to spare the mouse life. And the ending is positive when the mouse helps the lion in return. The tone conveys a sense of optimism and kindness, with the idea that even the smallest creatures can help in big ways. What is the mood of the story? What made you say so? The answer, the mood of the story is uplifting and inspirational. The story makes the reader feel happy and inspired, especially when the mouse helps the lion after being spared. The idea of kindness and friendship between the two animals leaves the reader feeling positive and hopeful. Day 3. Post-reading activity. Learners will be divided into groups of 5. Each group will be given a colored thinking hat. It can be real or printed or cutouts, with a task or prompt that the groups have to answer or do. These hats may be real hats or printed or cutouts. Wearing the thinking hats, the learners will work in groups and write their answers to the question on a cartolina or manila paper provided to them. Learners will present their outputs after the activity. White Hat Group. Description of the thinking hats, facts and information presented in the text. Task or prompt each group have to answer or do. Write down the following information based on the story: setting, characters, and purpose of the text. Yellow Hat Group. Benefits and advantages of a situation, idea, or given course of action. What benefits did the lion enjoy as the king of the forest? Why was it good for the lion to spare the mouse's life? Black Hat Group. Disadvantages of a situation, ideas, or course of action. Problems identified or encountered. What was the problem in the story? Why was the mouse fearful of the lion? Blue Hat Group. Focus on the process or turn of events summary. Summarize the story in 4 sentences. Green Hat Group. Alternatives or new ideas. Write a good alternative ending to the story. Day 4. Identifying tone and mood. Instruction for this activity, comply with the following directions. In the box below, write down your thoughts through a paragraph about the following questions. Be sure to write these thoughts in your journal too. Let's work on this. McQueen drove at lightning speed. The other cars behind him choked at the cloud of dust he left. The crowd was screaming his name wildly. Lightning! 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 He took it all in and felt overly confident that he would win. Just then, a big pop was heard. McQueen's front tire burst. McQueen was steeling himself for the inevitable crash. But no, he was too close to the finish line. He has to cross the finish line. I have to cross the finish line, he muttered. For our worksheet prompts, answer this. Give the tone and supporting words or phrases. And mood, supporting words or phrases. Next, and the winner is... The MC began and then proceeded after what seemed like eternity. Contestant number 12. The auditorium burst into shouts. Everyone was happy for Helena. She was, after all, the darling of the crowd. She may be the shortest and the least experienced, yet she was the smartest and the prettiest. Congratulations, spoke her fellow contestants. Everyone was happy. Everyone, especially Helena. For our worksheet prompts, answer this. Give the tone and supporting words or phrases. And mood, supporting words or phrases. For our learners' takeaways, are tone and mood important in a narrative and why? The answer, yes, tone and mood are important in a story because they help make it more interesting and fun to read. Tone shows how the author feels about the story, like if they want it to feel funny, serious, or exciting. Mood is how the story makes the reader feel, like happy, scared, or surprised. Together, they help readers enjoy the story and understand it better. Reflection on learning. Why should we know the parts of a friendly letter? The answer, we should know the parts of a friendly letter because it helps us write clear and organized messages to our friends or family. Each part, like the greeting, body, and closing has a special purpose. The greeting shows who the letter is for. The body is where we share our thoughts or stories. And the closing ends the letter nicely. Knowing these parts makes it easier to express ourselves and helps the person reading understand our message better. Next, how can knowing about the different text types help you talk or write about your own or other people's experiences? The answer, knowing about different text types helps us understand how to organize and share ideas clearly. For example, if we're telling a story, we use a narrative text to describe events in order. If we want to explain something, we use an informative text. Knowing the right text types helps us express our experiences or thoughts in a way that others can understand and enjoy. It also helps us better understand and talk about other people's stories or ideas. Formative assessment, performance-based assessment. If you were the lion, how would you express gratitude to the mouse for his compassion for you? How would you thank him for saving your life? Write a letter to express exactly how you feel. Here is the scoring guide for 30 points. Content contains the details that answer the question prompts, 10 points. Structure, parts of a letter are complete. Narrative text type is evident, 5 points. Word choice, use of appropriate words to evoke the intended tone and mood, 10 points. Mechanics, correct use of spelling, capitalization, etc. That is for 5 points. And that wraps up today's lesson. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more content like this, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss an update. Thanks for tuning in.